Do you ever pause and wonder how much life is still ahead of you? Not just the years on your birth certificate, but life you can actually enjoy. The kind that lets you get out of bed without pain, walk through the grocery store without needing to lean on a cart, laugh until you cry with someone who truly gets you, or plan something for next weekend, and have the energy to look forward to it. Because here's the quiet truth many people feel but rarely say out loud. After 70, it's not about simply staying alive. It's about staying you. The sharp, witty, independent, loving version of yourself. The one who used to dance in the kitchen, who read bedtime stories with voices, who showed up early to help set the table, who traveled, flirted, made friends in elevators, and felt steady in their body and mind. Some people in their 70s and 80s still cook with joy, take long walks, travel with friends, help raise grandkids, and bring wisdom to every conversation. Others find themselves slowly shrinking into the background, not because they want to but because they don't know how to fight the slow fade of energy, memory, balance, or hope. What makes the difference? Often, it comes down to 7 surprisingly simple signs, subtle shifts your body is already using to speak to you. And the good news? Once you learn to notice them, you can begin making gentle but powerful changes to support your body, protect your mind, and extend your vibrant, active years. These signs are backed by real science, lived experience, and patterns seen across thousands of healthy adults who are thriving well past 70. So whether you're already there, just getting close, or supporting someone you love through this stage of life, this video is for you. Stay with me because sometimes the smallest shift today, a new habit, a fresh mindset, a simple routine, can lead to the biggest difference tomorrow. Drop a heart in the comments if you're ready to learn something that could help you or someone you care about live longer, stronger, and more fully. Let's dive in together. Sign 1, your walking speed. What if I told you that the way you walk could quietly predict how long you'll live, and how well you'll live? Your walking speed isn't just a random habit. It's a powerful clue about your brain, your muscles, your heart, and even your risk of future illness. Let me introduce you to 2 men, Joe and Frank. Both are 75. Both are retired. But that's where the similarities end. Joe starts each morning with a brisk walk around the neighborhood, rain or shine. He puts on his sneakers, clips on his little pedometer, and strolls with purpose. He waves to neighbors, checks on the flowers at the community garden, and finishes feeling energized. Frank used to do the same, but lately, walking has become a chore. He moves slower. He avoids uneven ground. Stairs make him nervous. He takes more breaks, sometimes needing to lean on a railing. He jokes that he's just getting older, but underneath, he wonders if this is how it starts, to slip away. Here's what the research shows. Older adults who maintain a steady, confident walking pace are significantly more likely to stay independent, avoid hospitalizations, and preserve their mental clarity. In fact, studies link walking speed to cardiovascular health, reaction time, brain function, and even emotional stability. Why? Because walking requires your entire system to work in sync: muscles, balance, lungs, nervous system, attention. So if your steps are slowing, it may not just be age, it may be a signal. What can you do about it? Start with a daily 10-minute walk around your block. Even slow is fine. The key is consistency. Try walking on slightly uneven surfaces like grass to challenge balance gently. Focus on posture, shoulders relaxed, eyes up, core lightly engaged. Pair your walk with music or an audiobook to keep it enjoyable. Try this test. Time yourself walking 10 meters, about 33 feet. If it takes longer than 6 to 7 seconds, it may be time to build back some strength. Drop a running in the comments if this clue surprised you. And if you're going to commit to walking a little more this week, every step is a step towards strength. Sign 2, your grip strength. What does your handshake say about your health? More than you might think. Your grip strength is one of the most accurate, science-backed indicators of how well you're aging. And no, this isn't just about handshakes or opening jars. It's a reflection of your total body vitality. Here's the story of Robert and Walter, both 78 years old. Robert was a former teacher. Every morning he picks up small hand weights, makes coffee, and lifts his grandkids without a second thought. His hands feel strong. His grip is firm. He jokes that he could still open a pickle jar with one twist. Walter, on the other hand, used to do woodworking, but now turning doorknobs is harder. He struggles with bottle caps. He's even dropped a few things without warning. He chalks it up to age, but deep down, it's left him feeling frustrated and a little scared. Why does grip matter so much? Because your hands are connected to your nervous system, your upper body muscles, and your daily independence. A weak grip often signals muscle decline, frailty, or even early warning signs of cognitive changes. Studies show that lower grip strength in older adults is linked to a higher risk of falls, hospitalization, and decreased longevity. But here's the hope. Grip strength is incredibly responsive to training. Try this. Squeeze a soft stress ball or tennis ball 10 to 15 times per hand daily. Practice carrying grocery bags instead of using a cart. Do towel twists. Grab a rolled towel with both hands and twist in opposite directions. Use hand grippers, they're affordable and effective. Want a quick at-home test? Grab a full water bottle. Hold it out in front of you at shoulder height. Can you keep it there for 30 seconds without strain? If not, that's a sign to rebuild your hands. Help you hold on to more than objects. They help you hold on to life. Right. I'm working on my strength. In the comments if this one caught you by surprise or made you reflect on your daily abilities. Sign 3. Your ability to balance on one leg. Here's a simple question with powerful implications. Can you stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds? It sounds basic, but this short balance test is now considered one of the strongest indicators of your longevity, coordination, and overall brain-body connection after 70. Why? Because balance is a whole-body skill. It requires focus, nerve communication, lower body strength, and mental presence. When any of these begin to fade, your stability is often the first thing to suffer. Let me introduce you to Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol does Tai Chi twice a week and walks every evening. One day while brushing her teeth, she lifted one leg instinctively and held it for over 20 seconds without thinking. That quiet moment gave her confidence. I'm still strong, still connected. Nancy, meanwhile, used to be active but slowly stopped prioritizing movement. When she tried the same test, she was shocked. She tipped to the side immediately, reached for the wall, felt a wave of worry she couldn't explain. That wobble wasn't just physical. It felt emotional, unsettling. And it reminded her that she didn't feel as steady in her body, or in life, as she used to. The research is clear. Those who maintain strong balance into their later years experience fewer falls, better cognition, and greater independence. Balance loss doesn't happen all at once. It happens quietly. But the good news? It's rebuildable. What you can do starting today. Try the 10-second balance test once daily. Use a wall or chair for support. Walk heel to toe in a straight line across your kitchen or hallway. Practice getting up from a chair without using your hands. Explore light Tai Chi, yoga, or even slow dance. Balance isn't just about staying on your feet. It's about staying in your life with grace and control. Right. I'm working on my balance. In the comments if this one spoke to you, or reminded you to slow down and reconnect with your body. Sign 4. Your sleep patterns. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And the way you sleep after 70 may quietly shape how long, and how well, you live. Let me introduce you to Henry and Bill, both 75. Henry has a simple evening routine. He dims the lights, reads a few pages of a mystery novel, and climbs into bed at the same time each night. He sleeps 7 hours, wakes up clear-headed, and starts his day with a warm cup of tea and a short walk. Bill, however, can't remember the last time he slept through the night. He falls asleep to the TV, wakes up at 3 a.m., and scrolls through his phone until sunrise. Most mornings he feels groggy, a little irritable, and not quite himself. What Bill doesn't realize is that disrupted sleep patterns aren't just annoying, they're a warning. Poor sleep is linked to memory decline, high blood pressure, weight gain, weakened immune function, and even mood disorders. That's because sleep is when your body detoxes your brain, repairs tissue, and balances vital hormones. Skipping quality sleep is like skipping a daily tune-up for your most important systems. And it doesn't have to be dramatic. Even small improvements to your sleep hygiene can have a ripple effect on how you think, feel, and move. What to try this week? Set a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Even on weekends. Dim lights 1 hour before bed to signal your body it's time to wind down. Avoid screens, news, or heavy conversations after dinner. Replace evening TV with a warm bath, music, or light reading. If you nap, keep it under 30 minutes and early in the day. Your brain is counting on your sleep. Right. I'm working on my sleep. In the comments if this reminded you to take your rest as seriously as your exercise. Your future self will thank you for it. Sign 5. Your appetite and nutrition habits. Here's something many people over 70 don't talk about enough. Losing your appetite isn't just about getting older. It can be a signal that your body is starting to slow down in ways that matter more than we realize. Meet Margaret and Susan, both 74. Margaret still enjoys her meals. She loves chopping vegetables, sipping broth, and plating colorful dishes. Cooking is her meditation. She eats slowly, mindfully, and finds energy in every bite. Susan, though, feels differently. She used to love food, but now she often skips breakfast, eats toast for lunch, and dinner feels like a chore. Some days, she'll go hours without realizing she hasn't eaten. She's lost weight recently, but not in a good way. Clothes hang loose, and so does her energy. What's happening here? A fading appetite isn't just about food. It's often linked to declining digestive function, hormonal shifts, low mood, or even early cognitive changes. Over time, it can lead to muscle loss, weakened immunity, fatigue, and increased risk of falls. And here's the tricky part. The less you eat, the less your body cues hunger. It's a cycle, but it's also one you can interrupt. Simple ways to reconnect with nourishing habits. Eat by the clock, not just by hunger. Small meals every 3 to 4 hours. Add color to every plate. Berries, greens, roasted carrots, golden squash. Use herbs, citrus, and spices to wake up flavor in your taste buds. Sit down with a friend or turn on calming music. Make meals an experience. Focus on proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich foods that fuel your brain and muscles. Food is not just fuel, it's information. It tells your body you're alive, engaged, and still building. Right. I'm rebuilding my appetite. In the comments if this resonated with you, or reminded you to bring joy back to your plate. Sign 6. How you handle stress. Stress doesn't just live in your mind. It lives in your body, quietly shaping how long you stay healthy, sharp, and emotionally resilient. And after 70, how you respond to stress matters more than ever. Let's look at 2 men, John and Richard, both 76. John has faced his share of storms, health scares, financial hits, family tension. But he's learned how to ride the waves instead of getting pulled under. He takes deep breaths, goes for walks, writes down his worries, and knows when to let go. Richard, on the other hand, holds on to everything. He replays conversations in his head, wakes up anxious, tries to stay in control of every outcome. To the outside world, he seems fine. But inside, it's like a pressure cooker, always on low simmer. Here's what research confirms. Chronic stress accelerates aging. It raises inflammation. It weakens the immune system. It disrupts sleep, memory, blood sugar, and heart function. And perhaps most importantly, it steals your joy. But here's the good news. Resilience is a muscle, and it can be strengthened. Try this. Each day, the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Repeat 3 times. Journal one thing that's outside your control, and one thing you can influence. Laugh, yes, really. Laughter reduces stress hormones and boosts healing. Take a worry walk. Set a timer for 15 minutes to think about it. Then let it go. You can't avoid every challenge, but you can change how your body carries it. Right, I'm learning to let go in the comments if this spoke to something in you. And if you're ready to protect your peace as much as your physical health. Sign 7. Your social connections. If you want to know how long someone will live, look at how often they laugh with someone they trust. Because your relationships, not just your blood pressure or cholesterol, are one of the strongest predictors of longevity, especially after 70. Let's take a look at Eleanor and Barbara, both 78. Eleanor still meets her old walking group every Tuesday. They laugh, vent, swap recipes, and talk about their grandkids. She texts with her nieces, volunteers at the library, and has a few people she can call just to talk about nothing. Barbara, meanwhile, spends more and more time alone. She's lost touch with old friends. Family is busy. Some weeks, the only voice she hears is the TV. And while she tells herself she likes the quiet, it often feels more like isolation than peace. The truth is, loneliness is more than a feeling. It's a physical stressor, one that's been linked to higher risks of heart disease, memory loss, depression, and even early mortality. When we connect with others, our brain lights up. Our cortisol levels drop. Our immune system strengthens. Even a 10-minute conversation can lift mood and lower blood pressure. Here's how to strengthen your social health. Call one friend or family member every week. Join a small group that shares your interests: book clubs, church, gardening, music. Say yes to invites, even if you don't feel like going. Make small rituals: a weekly lunch, a Sunday check-in, a monthly card game. Connection doesn't have to be loud or constant. It just needs to be real. Right. I'm reconnecting in the comments if this reminded you to reach out. Or if there's someone you've been meaning to call. You never outgrow the need to feel seen. And you still have so much to give. Why this matters now? Here's the truth. Most of these clues are easy to brush off. A slow walk. A restless night. A skipped meal. A lonely day. They feel small in the moment. But over time, they shape the future you're building. And the hardest part? Many people don't realize the shift until it's already taken root. When the balance is gone. When the energy fades. When the spark feels dimmer. Now that you know what to look for, you're ahead of the curve. You have something incredibly powerful: awareness. This isn't about fear. It's about freedom. Because when you walk with confidence, eat with intention, laugh with others, and rest with ease, you don't just survive the years ahead. You thrive in them. You stay you. So take a breath right now. Let it settle. Then gently ask yourself, where can I begin today? Maybe it's 5 minutes of stretching. Maybe it's texting an old friend. Maybe it's getting up and walking to the mailbox with a little more purpose. You don't need to do everything at once. But doing something, anything, sends a powerful message to your body and your spirit. I still matter. My health still matters. My joy still matters. Your future self is cheering you on from the other side. Now that you've seen these 7 clues, we want to hear from you. Which one surprised you the most? Which one are you already working on? Right. I'm making a change. In the comments if you're ready to take one small, meaningful step this week. If this video spoke to your heart, give it a like and share it with someone you care about. You never know who might need this encouragement today. And be sure to subscribe for more videos that honor your wisdom, support your health, and celebrate the season you're in. Your best years aren't behind you. They're still unfolding. Let's make them count.